And the show continues. Every year, thousands of Nigerians leave our country in search of greener pastures, but some fail to reach their choice destinations after playing into the hands of pseudo-facilitators who sell them into slavery for as little as $100 in Libya.
News of this modern-day slavery outraged the world, forcing African governments to begin rescue missions for their citizens stranded in the North African country. Now, some of the Nigerian returnees share their harrowing experiences in Libya.
I have friends that died when they wanted to cross to Europe, Italy. I lost like 5 of my friends in Libya. I wasted money. As in, if I use that money to start, I use that money. I open my own shop in Nigeria. I know how many girls that will be learning work, man, and I know how much I would have my own account. I just go into Libya and waste my strength and waste everything, my life, everything.
They send me again to another Arab man, so that in fact I suffer enough. I regret for going to Libya. If I know, I will continue my business here.
They treat you like animal. If they are with cutlass, they will use it to cut you. If you die, they will just carry you, go and throw you away. So I am begging on Nigeria. I am very, very happy being alive today, coming to my country. No place like home.
They will use binding wire to tie both hands, both legs at your back and keep flogging you day in, day out. No food. Just omza. There's one bread they call omza. Just slice a little bread like this. You take it for the whole day.
For
Just
those,
a little bread.
Indeed, and for those who have successfully returned home to Nigeria, it is an experience they never wish to replay. Of course, just to watch some of them. Sadly, their tales of sorrow have continued even back home. Yeah,
some returnees in Edo State are accusing government of abandoning them and failing to pay their stipends.
Joining us is the Senior Special Assistant to Edo State Governor on Anti-Human Trafficking Issues, Comrade Solomon Okodua. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Good morning.
You're welcome to the show.
All right, we also have in the studio as well a survivor and a victim of slavery in Libya. His name is Victory Imaswen. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You saw what some of those that came back said. What was your experience like? Was it similar to theirs as well?
Well, actually, it was a similar thing too.
Were you sold?
Yes, I was sold.
At what point? How did you leave Nigeria? At what point did you get sold?
Well, I left Nigeria July 29, 2016. So, got to Libya on August 7. So, on August 10, I was sold. So, when I found out that the pusher mother pushed me from Nigeria, which is a bug, I didn't pay the money. So, I was sold to recover my transport fare back. Thereafter, I was there for 8 months before I could pay my money. Even at that same point, my sister and my mother also looked for a way to borrow money to bring me out. Giving somebody the money to come and pay me, I also made away with the money. That was about 2 times, they ran away with the money. So I was there for 8 months. Where I was working, I'm a barber, so the boss there, the owner of the shop, he helped me with 50,000. Then a friend helped me with 50,000 too, which is a family friend, helped me with 50,000. Then I didn't know where my mom get the remaining 100,000 naira balance. That was how they paid the 200,000 ransom.
So the monies were sent from Nigeria to Libya to bail you out?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, you said you were sold. How much were you sold for?
Just I think 110,000 naira.
110,000 naira.
That's 1,100 dinars.
Wow.
Okay. Now, when you left Nigeria, what was your original destination? What was your projection? What was your plan?
My plan was, if I could make it to Europe, after going to Italy, I moved to Germany to start up my life.
Okay, so did you pass through the Sahara Desert? Because when you told us you traveled, you said you left in July and got there in August.
Yes.
It's quite a long time for a trip. Was it by land?
No, August same 2016. Okay. It was by land through the Sahara Desert. It was that same year, August 2016.
Okay. Were you tortured or did you witness anyone being tortured or
killed?
Yes,
I witnessed it.
There.
I was tortured too at that same point.
Okay, let me bring in Solomon in here, so we don't, focus only on Victory. But Solomon, you have been on ground in Edo State and in the southern region all the while. I remember you've written so many letters even to the federal government at one point, drawing the attention of the state governments and all of that. Now that these people are returning, tell us now, because you are among the coordinators to, make life better for these people. What is the state of things in Edo State now? Because Edo State seems to be one of the states with the large number of returnees from Libya.
Thank you very much. You see, the Edo State government has set up a task force against human trafficking to combat the menace of illegal migration and apprehend traffickers in Edo State. Edo State seems to be the melting pot and the epicenter of all these issues. And that is why, upon their arrival, the state government, through the task force, send the officials down to the airport. We started the operation November 7th through the Lagos International Airport here. Then we'll receive them, give them we take them to a hotel. From the hotel, we bring the bus that will convey all of them from Lagos Airport to a hotel in Benin City. Now there is a program from IOM. IOM means International Organization for Migration. Upon their arrival, IOM give them a stipend immediately at the airport. Give them feed, they give them food, give them water. Those that require medical attention at the airport, they attend to them immediately. Then Edo State government will take them to Benin. On their way to Benin, we give them food. When they got to Benin, we welcome them warmly. We receive them. We will take them in through the task force. The task force comprised of several NGOs, immigration, SSS, police, and several stakeholders in the task force. So they are on ground to receive all these people. Now, when they come, we give them welcome pack.
What's contained in the welcome pack?
Yeah, inside the welcome pack, you have the ladies have their toiletries, their underwears, and everything, the towels and every other things. They'll chuck them into a room. Then those who want to cut their hair, we cut their hair, and the rest of them. Then after they immediately when they also arrive, we profile them. And the essence of the profiling is for us to know their data, know their details, know why they left Nigeria, what they were doing before they left Nigeria. Now that they are back, what they want to do, the area they need government assistance. That is the essence of this profiling. And also for us to capture their data, for us to open an account for them for government approved stipend. Governor of Edo State has approved stipend for every returnee, including himself, for the next 3 months. From the day he's up.
How much?
20,000 naira per returnees every month. But not immediately you arrived. Okay. Immediately you arrive, if you don't have an account, there is a bank. We have about 4 banks that is partnering with us. They are not partnering with us. They are bankers. We give them money to give to returnees.
Okay.
And the money will hit their account immediately after their information. Then the bank is not going to ask you, go and bring your NEPA bill, go and bring your passport. We do everything.
The government has taken care of that already. Okay.
So just for us to know that the money hits your account, that is what we do. And we've started commence that.
What about the complaints we are hearing now that some Libya returnees are complaining that they've been abandoned? Some were told to leave their hotel rooms and go to their villages. Some were given 1,000 naira and all that. Yeah, and that is why I blame the federal government for what they did recently. When the victory came, they came through IOM arrangements. IOM arrangement is 100 euro, which is equivalent to 41,000 to 42,000 naira. Okay. The federal government, having known that IOM has a structure of bringing people into Nigeria without any rancor, peacefully from November, in fact, since many years, August. Not only August, it's February, March, that is last year.
They bring them in batches.
They've been doing that in batches without any rancor. They run to Libya now to bring returnees. Ask them to come home, that is a lot of things for them. God to them to leave Port Harcourt Airport are abandoned and ask us to come and pick them without a dime. Then how did you expect this people to survive? And they were doing this, they invited stakeholders without inviting Edo State that has that is the melting pot of migrants in Nigeria. No single soul from Edo that were represented in that committee that led the federal government sent to Libya to assess the Nigerians who are in detention in that place. And most of them do not even know the prison where Nigerians are kept. They don't know that now. They drop them at the airport, at the mercy of Edo State government. Now, Edo State government already has an arrangement. The arrangement is to give them a stipend after profiling. Now, after stipend, now we expect that those people that came from the little one the IOM give to them, we go home from there before we now send for them to get that 20,000 naira for 3 months. That 20,000 we take them for, that is first month 20,000, second month 20,000, third month 20,000 for 3 months, that's 60,000. Then we take that 3 months, we will now be able to capture them and put them in a skill that will train them and which government will now fund for empowerment. Because we don't give, because some will say they want to do catering event management, some will say I want to do fisheries. They will not just give the money immediately. They will need to improve your skills so that you make good use of the fund that they're going to give to you. And that's the essence of that 3 month space. And that is what they have started that. Governor has at least commenced training for 150 returnees between November and December. And those ones have got 1 million naira grants, not loan, grants, call it seed grant, in fishery, in poultry, in piggery, in cross production and processing.
Is it 1 million naira each or 1 million for all of them?
1 million naira for the 150 returnees and 150 hectares of land in Benin. So that one is ongoing right now. Between now and next month, you will see the returnees reintegration farm being fully operational because they are the Ministry of Agriculture right now in Edo State. As we speak now, they are developing the land.
Well, okay, before we even talk about the 1 million naira being enough for 150 people to start business, that aside, in essence, you're saying that the government, the Edo State government, won't be responsible then, in essence, for those brought in by the federal government?
No, not that we are not responsible. Now, when they now came to Benin, we don't ask them to they say, some people from this IOM came, we came from the same Libya. Some came from Lagos and some came from Port Harcourt. Why did you give some people money and you are not giving us money? Because to them, we are the one giving the money. So we now needed time to explain to them that look at the arrangements. Our arrangement is to give you money after profiling, and the money we will not give you in cash. We are going to hit your account. They said no, we must give them here. So because we were not fully prepared, we counted all of them. Because those people that came from Port Harcourt were 335.
Okay.
335 persons. Now 335 persons made us unprepared because we were not expecting to give them immediate stipend after paying millions to bring them from Port Harcourt. Federal government they didn't make any arrangement for transportation from Port Harcourt to Benin.
They just brought them and dumped them.
Normally, the standard of NEMA and the standard of NEMA, because I've been through that process before. When they bring you into Nigeria, they will make bus available to take you to your states and give you little stipend. They will take you to your house. That has been the standard. But this one just came all of a sudden. You don't carry your people, and that's the end. You don't do things that way. Now we call on us, please. This is 1,000 naira, 1,500 naira.
Okay, that was the point of giving them 1,000 naira.
That day one. That was the one. That is on the 9th. We gave them and they left. The second day, the other batch came from Port Harcourt again. What happened at that time? Batch that came from Port Harcourt that same day, coincidentally, we also received another batch again from Lagos. 160 from Lagos, 225 from Port Harcourt. Okay, and two of them missed at the same time. Okay. One batch were having 41,000, the other batch having nothing. And they now said, we'll create some kind of chaos. We want to create a money. So we didn't have to quickly strategize and step up the 1,000 naira to 5,000 naira. And that's what we gave them to the second day. Okay.
Let me bring Victory back in here. Victory, let's start from the beginning again so that people can really have an understanding. When you left, did somebody talk to you about the need to go to Libya, or it was your desire to go to Libya in the first place?
Well, the first place was my desire, but I was not having the idea to leave. Okay. Like to know through the road or anything. But until one of my customers actually introduced me. So he said, okay, he's going to give me the link. Okay. And actually it was the one that I won't pay the money. So before I left, that's how I left.
Okay, so he paid the money as a way of lending you the money, or just
no, actually, the money was but he said to take me to Italy was 350,000. But I was not having that money. I was able to give him 140. That was the little I was able to gather for about 3 years before I gave him that money.
Okay, so Italy was your original destination?
No, actually I was moved to Germany. When I get to Italy, I moved to Germany.
Okay, what was your journey like leaving Nigeria? From which state to which state? From Edo?
Well, from Edo to Abuja, Zaria, Kano, before we beat the border. So before I beat the border, it was nice, so I really don't know the area.
Okay, so if you had the opportunity to travel again now, would you want to go?
By land or
maybe by land, to try your luck again? Would you want to?
No, I will not try my luck again by land. I will not try my luck again by land.
Okay, so altogether, how much did you raise before you embarked on the trip?
I was able to raise 140,000.
Okay.
But then, after that money, I spent more than that. So when my mother was to go and look for money when I was a victim of the slave trade, so you have to go and look for money to bail me out. Even at that same point, to say the fact, it is, because what I said is, who know my they came out, which is our old fellow Nigerians and Ghanaians, they are the ones doing those things. When they are beating people, all those things.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There are some parts in Libya there which the Libyan also taking care of, which was when somebody fall a victim in Libya and you hear that the money should be 700,000 and you have to pay that money down to Egypt. But the one of 200, 500, or they sell him again, that is a Nigerian person doing that thing. They are the beating at all. It is a Nigerian that
Nigerians that beat their own fellow Nigerians before?
Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, Somalia, so other countries.
So are they the ones that will now resell their fellow Nigerians to Libyans?
Yes, some of them, even to their own fellow Nigeria too.
Wow.
There are some ladies now, maybe after sending the lady into prostitution, after paying the mother, we also resell her again. So I've witnessed that fully so many times.
All right, so in this buying and selling, okay, you said you were sold. What did they buy you to do? Why did they buy you? To do what?
Nothing. Just keep me in a room with just a short of boxer, no shirt. If there's heat, there's even the place very dark. Even at daytime, we don't see ourselves. We don't know when they dark or when they break. So it was just there. Out of that 110, he asked me to pay 200. Just like a business. So it's a business to them.
Yeah. How do you pay the money when you're not doing anything?
We have to call Nigeria, call our parents at home. So at that point we are making call. We only flash. So by when we flash, then when your parents call, so they'll start beating you. So due to that point, your mother will start looking for money or your sister or uncle.
All right. Okay, Okodwa, because of time, quickly, when these people get back home, apart from the things you say you do for them, you put them through skills, you give them money and all that, is there any kind of program to help them psychologically because of what they've gone through in Libya? Because there are fears now that some might even have been radicalized on one side, and then the trauma of what they went through there could affect them later on and make them react negatively. Are you looking at that as Edo government?
Yeah, Edo State government, through the task force, is handling that professionally. The task force is the chairman of the task force is Professor Yinka Omorogbe. She is a woman that has passion to drive this entire process. And ever since she's been driving this process, she's partnering with several NGOs like Kosudo, and several NGOs. So who are already on ground to counsel, to render counseling to all these young boys and girls, even the children who are amongst the returnees. So there are several programs for them, day-to-day interaction with them, meeting with them in their homes to talk to them and on the need to have confidence in the state, in the country, and in themselves.
Are you doing everything to stop the trend of people traveling, young people leaving for Libya? Because we hear that as more are coming, more are also preparing to leave.
Yeah, more are preparing to leave. And the only thing, because you cannot stop you can't read the mind of a man. So the only thing we do is to amplify the ease of illegal migration in every fora. We've done several sensitization programs and we are still doing that. We've organized the town hall meetings with all the local government, and we are still doing that. So the need for people to have confidence in Nigeria, in those states, is that this cannot be emphasized. That's what we are doing with hand-based, with flyers, with posters, with television, just what we are doing now, continuously, jingles.
Okay. All right. We have to leave you here now because time is not really on our side, but we thank you very much for coming. Comrade Solomon Okodwa, Senior Special Assistant to the Edo State Governor on anti-human trafficking issues. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me today.
And Victory, yes.
Well, sorry, I would like to say something.
All right.
So I really want to use the opportunity to advise the government, the federal government, and to say thank you to Prophet TB Joshua. But if you look at it now, most of the returnees, the man has been rendering help to the returnees. Even when I was there, I actually received something which actually helped me now to pay some of the debt.
Okay.
Even at that same point, the federal government really need to do something about it.
Okay. That's fine. So you particularly, what next for you now? What do you want to do?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm a barber by profession.
Okay, so you want to go back into barbing?
Yes.